Well, we have all seen them on street corners just about everywhere, holding signs and wanting your money. But tonight, in an effort to make Boise a better place to live, we wanted to show you a behind-the-scenes look at panhandling.
Yeah, are they legit? And should you really be giving them your hard-earned dollars? It's a report tonight that may change the way you look at that sad story on a piece of cardboard. When it comes to the homeless, we all want to believe.
Who doesn't want to help a homeless vet? Or, unfortunately, a woman with children? Who doesn't want to help that family?
But those who've worked extensively with the homeless know the image and the reality often don't match.
You don't know if they're a veteran. You don't know if those children belong to that lady. A lot of guys have been out there with signs, homeless vet, please help, and they're not veterans. I know of a lot of those guys.
Bill Roscoe has been in charge of the Boise Rescue Mission Ministries for the past 10 years. It's been a difficult time.
We've got more women and children in shelter than I've ever seen in my career, and the need is great.
That's why he's frustrated by panhandlers.
And every dollar that goes to a panhandler is going to a panhandler. Every dollar that goes to the rescue mission gets stretched out, and other nonprofit agencies. We're going to maximize that money and do a lot of good with it.
Carlos Frias certainly believes.
Where would you be without it?
Prison, streets.
The mission had the resources and know-how 7 years ago to help him kick addiction, find him an apartment, and help him land a job. He's seen firsthand how panhandlers operate.
What percentage do you think are legit?
I think maybe 1%, if that. We got guys that go there, they got a shift. It's just like a job.
In fact, I spent an afternoon keeping an eye on the panhandlers down here at the very popular exits to Winco in downtown Boise, and what I found was fascinating. They work like a team to control the most lucrative areas, and one panhandler told me off camera that they're not above using force to protect them. Like clockwork, on the half hour, these men trade spots begging for money. You can see the transition take place right there. They even use the same sign. The city says it's not shocked.
Would it surprise you that there are organized groups of panhandlers that work together to protect territories?
We've heard stories like that from our police department.
The word is lazy. Just simply lazy. Don't want to think about nothing, don't want to process nothing, don't want to work for nothing. Just want everything handed to them.
As long as we keep having people pulling over and handing dollars and $5 and $10 bills out to people, we're going to continue to have the problem of panhandlers.
Something the city urges you to change.
It lowers the standard of living in that area, you know, because it's always hard to see someone who appears to be suffering.
But appearances can be deceiving, like a man Roscoe remembers from L.A.
He'd panhandle all day, and then he'd go back and get in his Corvette and drive back to his nice apartment. And that was his occupation. I mean, it blows your mind to think that people actually would do that or could do that, but they can, and they do.
Now, last year, the rescue mission, listen to this, helped 600 people find their way out of homelessness. Now, your donations to them or the United Way or Salvation Army will have a far greater impact than giving a few bucks on the street corner.
And we have to remember, I mean, this is about where we all live, and that's what's important. So I know you're doing more on this. What's going on tomorrow?
All right, part 2 tomorrow. We wanted to find out exactly what the city of Boise is doing to prevent panhandling, and also we're going to talk to a psychologist who explains the tricks of the trade that panhandlers use to guilt you into giving up your hard-earned cash.
Oh, interesting.